What's up, ninjas? Diligent here, and welcome back to Content Warning. As promised, I'm doing an updated video for the cam creep, because I know a few people want to see that. So a few things to remember with the cam creep, why it's so hard to find, is it only spawns under very specific situations. First, you have to be able to hear it breathing. For that little bit there, I did have the volume turned up a little bit because it's very faint and hard to hear. And honestly, most people probably have already had a cam creep attached to them and they didn't even know it because they didn't hear the breathing. Second thing about the cam creep is the only way that you can see it anyways is if you go into selfie mode. And then once you go into selfie mode, you only have a couple seconds before it disappears on you. And you gotta move out of the way quick, otherwise it'll insta-kill you like what just happened there. And as you can see, we barely got his hand in the film there. With regards to the cam creep though, there really isn't a magic formula to make him spawn or anything. It's gonna come down to the RNG in the game. You will have a better chance of the cam creep spawning if you're in like 2.5 million views, 1.5, 1 million, so forth and so on. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But another note, if you ever encounter the bomber, there's a couple tricks you can use to deal with him. One of them is you can actually pick up his bomb that he throws and throw it back towards him. While that won't actually kill him or anything, more than likely you'll kill yourself like what happened there. You will often get like extra views and whatnot. But something about this map that I want to bring up really quick is in this area here, you can actually get to the higher levels. Something I figured out not too long ago. If you see right here, the things hanging from the ceiling that got the wood on them and whatnot. If you go up here and parkour like we did, and you have the grappling hook on hand, cool trick you can do. If you grab your grappling hook, you go ahead and point it towards the very top there where the rope is. You'll see the little laser guide like that. Light up, go ahead and launch it, and then it'll actually take you on top of this little higher platform. And you can do the same thing on the other one, and you can even try and just sort of hop across these platforms. It doesn't actually really do anything, it's just a fun little fact of things you can do in this map. It is possible that you could use this trick to sort of get to a vantage point and scope out the map, see what monsters are wandering around. And you could also try and use this trick to escape the big slap, but he'll probably still be able to get you. But moving on from there to a different map. On the factory level, where you kind of really start out most of the time, when you're first starting the game and whatnot, I'll often wander around the outer area on the map by the chain link fence and whatnot to see if I could sort of get him to attach to me and follow me there. The cam creep only has a 0.05% chance of spawning, so it's incredibly rare when it does. And then it has the other factors where you have to see it through the camera in order for it to happen. The cam creep can spawn though at any of the spawn locations on the map, because as you've seen in some of the previous videos, some of the way the maps are set up, they have certain locations where enemies spawn, and they do sort of a patrol route. And they'll spawn anywhere within 30 meters of the player. And then if you factor in the whole puppet mechanic that this game has, which will teleport monsters furthest away closer to you, it increases your encounter rate for more monsters. But moving on, another location I check, if I don't see him on the outside of the map, is I'll check inside the factory's office area behind that main building and see if I can get him here. And it does sound like we do have him here, so he'll probably pop up here and whatnot. Just remember, listen for the breathing. There. Mode. If you take out your shock stick, you can try and zap him. It won't do any good because technically it's not physically there until it gets photographed on the camcorder, and then it's physically there. But you have to go in selfie mode if you're playing solo, or if you have another player with the camcorder, they might be able to catch it coming after you. And there you go, the cam creep. Like I said, just remember, keep in mind, he only is there for a very short period, maybe a second, if that, and then he'll disappear like that, and you won't be able to get him. Sometimes what'll happen is it'll just return to the nearest spawn location and just resume its patrol route, but other times something else will happen, like the other monsters will show up, which is what happened here. They showed up in that spawn patrol route there. And as you see, another fun fact with the bomber, in case you didn't know, you can zap him when he's glowing like that and stun him, and then he'll self-detonate and blow himself up. As long as you get away quick enough, you won't have to take any damage. But in cases like this where he's really close to you, if you run away really quick and just keep some distance, you can still usually get away from him. And he may, when they die, they may leave a skull behind from time to time that you can get some footage of to just record the standard skull that you see laying around. Moving on. In this area, the garage area, I've only ever really seen the cam creep a couple times here. I've seen it more on the factory level. But here, I've only really seen it in the lower levels. I haven't seen it anywhere else. So the same logic applies, just keep an eye out for the sound, or ear out for the sound, and then make sure, you know, if you hear that heavy breathing, you get away quickly. You go into selfie mode, move forward really quick, make sure you get a good distance between you and it, turn around, and hopefully he won't be able to kill you. You can also hit him with the shock stick like that, but he'll often disappear even before you can even get any footage of him. Anyways, I hope you all found this video helpful. Let me know what you think. If you have any other game ideas, let me know down in the comments below. It really helps out a lot. And thank you all so much for watching. It really means a lot. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye for now.